1, 2, 3.
In today's video, we are sitting down with Mama Lee for part 2 of our interview as she discusses her life at sea as she lives aboard Crystal Cruise Line. In this particular episode, she discusses how she copes with living at sea compared to living on land, the differences between the two, and how she navigated the exploration phase of figuring out what cruise line best suited her needs. And of course, she shares her fond memories that she has experienced over the years. Mama Lee is one of the very few people who live her life at sea and loves Crystal Cruise Line. And it's actually one of the stories that Mama Lee tells in her book here, So I May Be Homeless, But You Should See My Yacht. A really fun read here, and we're actually going to be doing a giveaway for a signed copy by Mama Lee here. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned in the details for that. You can check the description box for all the details of how to enter into the giveaway. Living at sea, I know that sometimes you can be removed from life on land, and
well, that's a good thing.
in some scenarios, yes, but you can kind of lose connection with your friends and other things.
No, because you've got a whole room of big computers, and you can be in touch with as many people as you want to, as often as you want to.
But the internet still isn't as the same as seeing some of those friends that you want to see. And that
but you've still got friends. You've got friends on the ship.
Right, so it just switches.
And then you touch base with the ones at home.
That's good.
I told you, I came home and 11 out of 12 are dead. And we had 50 years history.
So sorry.
And that was many, many years. We did everything together.
So do you have a lot of friends that you stay in contact with on the ships?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
And they enjoy seeing you on the ship as well when they come back, because they don't stay as long as you do.
No, they don't stay as long as I do, but they come often.
Right.
And it's always fun time when they come. You know, you got troubles with your family, but you don't have troubles with the people that come on a vacation.
Right. It's all catching up, and
so it's all happy time. You don't have any sad things. Well, I do a lot of dancing, or I did a lot of dancing. I haven't danced in the last year, but I have a lot of friends that are dance hosts, because I have dance hosts all the time. And you hear from them when they're not on the ship, and you dance with them all the time when they're on the ship. I had the one I know the best called me the day before the ship left and said, I'm supposed to be on this cruise, but I got pneumonia. I can't come. But hopefully he'll be on for the world cruise. He's better now. But you know, they become like family. And you dance with somebody. I used to dance 5.5 hours a day, every day. And that's a lot. And my husband didn't dance at all. He wouldn't dance.
Keeps you young.
I finally talked him into doing one foxtrot every night on every cruise. That's the only one he knew how to do. So he would give me that one dance. Then he would head for the table. And when he was still doing that, I said to him, don't leave the floor. They're still playing music. Don't go sit down. Well, they were playing a cha-cha. And he said to me, listen to them. You know I don't know how to waltz. And I said to myself, wisen up. Anybody that doesn't know the difference between a cha-cha and a waltz, don't force it.
Save you both the trouble.
Just everything else he did was wonderful. But dancing was not his thing. I never knew why. I think that when he was very young, somebody must have told him that dancing is for sissies, and it stuck with him.
Yeah.
And he's certainly not a sissy. So he didn't take a chance on being categorized that way.
Yeah.
But that was, of everything that he did, that was the only thing that we didn't agree on.
Yeah. So do you ever get visitors on the ships with, you know, your grandchildren? You said that your granddaughter once visited, but do they ever sail with you and enjoy some of the vacations as well and extended stays?
And I have 4 women who are close friends One's from Boston. She travels often with me. And she's a retired principal of a school. I spoke to her yesterday. She's in Boston, and she's going to come and room with me the first part of the cruise that I'm on now.
Oh, nice.
She does a lot of cruising. And she's been very, very good to room with. And then the day she leaves, there's another one coming.
Oh, wow.
There are 4 women that I was very close to. They named themselves Mama Lee's Posse. And
Can I join?
They've got shirts that say Mama Lee's Posse.
Do they really?
My shirt says Mama Lee, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So, and we go everywhere together on the ship.
Aw.
With the shirts on. And
That's
then I
too
have
much fun.
people like you volunteer all the time. Can I join? Can I join?
I want to sit with the cool kids.
And 2 of them room with me frequently.
Do they?
Yeah.
Now, how do you like having a roommate, though?
love
Is
it.
that, yeah?
With somebody that's I'm close to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's good company.
It's good company.
We're approaching a holiday right now with Christmas around the corner.
Oh, they're wonderful.
So the ships are beautifully decorated, head to
Yes.
toe, with gorgeous, gorgeous decorations and a wonderful celebration. So I'm sure you're
and
looking
a
forward
wonderful
to
dinner. And no stress, no arguments.
and who's cooking, who's cleaning.
Yeah, I don't have any of that pressure.
No family politics.
It's really
and-
stress-free living.
That's good.
I can remember one woman came on board, and if she didn't like the table mates that she had, in the middle of a conversation, she'd get up and walk to another table. And I watched her do it 6 times.
In one evening.
Yeah.
Wow.
She couldn't find suitable people. Nobody suited her.
Wow.
And I've done needlepoint for over 50 years. So they said to me one day, "You're doing needlepoint all day long. Would you be willing to teach it?"
Oh, that's fun.
I said, "I'd love to teach it." And so I taught just because I like to teach. I wasn't hired to teach.
Right.
But I have some of the most beautiful letters from Japanese girls who said, "You taught me everything I know about needlepoint, and I've enjoyed it at home so much. I had to write and tell you and to thank you."
Aw, that's so special.
I still have those letters.
Wow, that's some really great memories.
And it makes you feel good when you could share something you enjoy
Yeah.
with somebody who didn't know how to do it.
Makes visiting those ports of call and having those interactions with the locals so special that you really sticks out in your memory. So does that make it some of your most favorite ports when you think back of all of where you've been throughout the world? I know it's so hard to choose with a world cruise.
Well, that's it. People say to me all the time, "What was your favorite port?" I don't have a favorite port.
Right.
I've been to every port, on the ship, every port that it stopped at. I
Yeah.
used to always get off. And in the old days, they would let the natives come to the ship and bring tables and put them starting at the gangway.
Oh.
And they'd put their merchandise down as long as the ship is, table after table after table. And I bought so many things without having to go anywhere.
Right.
Just go down the gangway and start buying. And that's why I have so much costume jewelry and this kind of thing. They were so easy to buy, and the prices are always good. And I still enjoy them.
Yeah. That's interesting how things kind of changed, though, and how they would bring them to the gangway. And
they don't allow them near the ship now.
right.
You can't get past the,
If you want to do your shopping, you're going to have
Yeah.
to get off. Yeah.
you have to go into town. And then they let all the children come to the ship, and many of them let the children, in the good old days, they allowed you to bring the native children on board, and they would feed them sandwiches. But I once saw them at night. Every ship used to have a midnight buffet. None of them do it anymore, because you can't sleep after you have the buffet. But they bring the children on board, and they've never seen anything like that. Well, even your own children. My granddaughter at 10, on our first world cruise, I had her tour the ship before we left. She didn't go. She was on the ship, but just to walk through it. And as we walked the deck, she said to me, "Grandma, I just love the smell of luxury." I've never heard that expression before or since, but I thought it was very well put. She loved the smell of luxury.
So many great memories for sure with all of the different stories and everything like that. But let's talk a little bit about your exploration phase. So when you first started cruising, I understand you probably went on many different cruise lines and different ships.
I've been on almost every line.
And so it's very different from your style of cruising right now, where you only cruise on Crystal. So with that, how did the exploration phase really go? Did you just book on different cruises based off of the fare, or was it certain things that would draw you into a certain cruise line and you would try them for a little bit and then get sick of it, want to try something new? What was the method behind that?
Before I went on Crystal, I was 3 years on Holland America, and I was enjoying it. I don't really know how I found out about Crystal, but from living for 3 years on Holland America, I started living on Crystal. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it's my home away from home.
Yeah, it was the right fit once you got there. And
well, when my husband died, the last thing he ever said to me was, "Don't you quit cruising." And I think I started about a week later.
Wow.
It sounded good to me.
You held up to that promise to him.
Oh yeah, I promised him I would do it, and I did it, and I've never regretted it. I've met many, many wonderful people.
Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sitting down with Mama Lee has been an absolute pleasure, getting to know her life and even further from her book here that was such a pleasure to read. And again, I do have a giveaway for you if you're interested in a signed copy by Mama Lee herself. The description box will tell you how to enter into this giveaway, so be sure to look out for that. If you guys enjoyed the video, please do give it a big thumbs up, subscribe for more if you haven't already, and until next time, ciao for now. Well, that does it for part 2 of this episode with Mama Lee. Be sure to stay tuned for part 3 as we discuss her daily routine, where she enjoys eating all of her meals, and how she handles other needs and necessities like medical needs on the ship. Thanks so much for watching, and ciao for now.